E-learning is not a new topic, it's born in the 1990s. But today in the post-COVID world, it is getting even more important. We'll talk about claVo, a microlearning solution for schools, educational institutions, and business. From the school times, from the university, we used to build our knowledge map like a building, brick by brick, lesson by lesson, level by level, or subject by subject. Such approach is great when you're learning something new from scratch, but what if we miss a lesson? We get a knowledge gap, and if we do not return and put the missing brick as soon as possible back, the further learning will be more complicated. Our knowledge map always has some gaps. It is just impossible to remember everything. The things not happening often we tend to forget, and when a critical situation happens, people do not know what to do. But critical requires fast decisions and swift actions. Of course, we can attend a training and fill in the gaps. But is it really efficient? We spend 2 hours on the lecture but do not get the knowledge more than 2 minutes worth. Here we badly need the microlearning. Microlearning does not require the time. We can learn while we are waiting for a bus, for example. We do not repeat the things we already know, and everyone can have personalized learning goals. However, microlearning has some drawbacks as well. For instance, lack of communication and supervision. claVo is not just a microlearning system, it supports both conventional and micro ways of learning. But if we take just a micro component, claVo has social and gamification, which is not really common for microlearning solutions. On this diagram, I show how content works in claVo. A teacher or a trainer submits their lessons to the system, and upon approval, they can schedule a training session where students can subscribe, attend, and learn. At the same time, the content goes to the claVo team, which splits it to the micro lessons and quizzes. Then the micro content is submitted to the data center and becomes available in the mobile app. So whenever a student has a knowledge gap after the training, they can learn further and fill the gaps with the microlearning app. The mobile app is designed for microlearning, and here we have socialization. On this screen, we can see the list of our colleagues with their points, games, and ratings. From here we can invite anyone for a quiz and run it simultaneously. Here we do the invite, and on the second screen it comes as the second user can accept, and they run the same quiz together, seeing the results synchronized in real time. Whenever the user is not sure about the answer, they can go to the micro content and read the explanation. And on the micro lessons menu, they can find the list of micro lessons attached, which can be in any format like textual, graphics, or video.
Und so funktioniert der Nationalrat. 183 Abgeordnete arbeiten die Gesetze aus.
Questions with placeholders can be used for learning languages. Selecting an answer, we just fill the placeholders in. Survey is looking like a quiz with only one difference. There is no right or wrong answers. We just ask for some opinion, but also micro content and micro lessons are available. Statement is another social feature designed for communication. When the teacher or HRM writes a statement and the team agrees, disagrees, and discusses. I type in own opinion here. claVo reduces the time to learn and increases the amount of knowledge acquired. When learning goals are set, the system prioritizes the content accordingly, focusing on the main topics only. The knowledge goals can be set by topics and tags or keywords. On this screen we can see the structure of our knowledge base, which consists of learning topics like financial forecasting, accounting, credit analysis, and tags MENA, investment, and banking. So if we set the learning goals to financial forecasting topic and MENA and investment tags, then instead of using the whole knowledge base that belongs to our company, the learning will be focused only on small area which the makes the user learn financial forecasting of investment in MENA countries. Exciting, isn't it? Learning goal is a set of points and date. And here we can see the current status, which is 620 points, and 653 is the goal to be achieved by August 13th. We can set either the points to or increase by percentage. On this screen, we can observe the learning progress of the people. The red means the deadline is passed and the goal was not achieved. Yellow is set when the progress is slower than it has to be according to the goals and the dates. The system sets the milestones automatically and can track whether the learning performance is sufficient or not. And the greens is when the goal is achieved. On this screen, we set the learning goals to group, classes, or departments. And here we can set only the percentage. For example, we set 15% of increase for this topic, and the system will automatically calculate the points to be achieved by each team member. And here we can see the knowledge map of our entire organization. The green areas mean the knowledge is good for the topic. Yellow is a bit worse, and the reds definitely show the area where we need some improvements. But it's not necessary to jump for the external training. Let's take the building area where we are not strong as an organization. And here we jump to the personalized knowledge maps. And we can see that some of our people have good knowledge in the building area. Then we can ask them to conduct the training instead of hiring the external expensive trainers. It might be quite expensive to build the knowledge base for a company. And here claVo also can help. We support multi-tenancy. And let's take this example. Our company has created 4 chapters of knowledge and can purchase other chapters from our partners. And then we have the new knowledge base that can be used to teach all our employees. Also, we can sell some of our chapters to other partners and return the investment of for building the knowledge base. Sometimes it's not so efficient to purchase the content and teach just 1 or 2 of our employees. Then we can delegate the people to other companies, which can be a more efficient way. So our employees can be a part of other organization in terms of claVo and can use all the chapters that belongs to our partner, can play the quizzes with their employees, experts, and learn much faster in that environment. When COVID locked the schools down, the teachers and the students got into new hard conditions. Every teacher had to make every single lesson in the format of video slides. And the million of mathematical teachers prepare the million of Pythagoras theorems, for example. However, the students had the access only to one which was made by their teachers. With claVo and its multi-tenancy support, teachers can exchange their topics. So teacher 1 can focus on topic 1, teacher 2 focuses on topic 2, and the students have the access to both. If any teacher repeats the topic, the students will have the access to all alternatives and learn from the best one. claVo got support from a certain of public institutions. For example, Centrum Polis selected claVo as an official quiz app at the celebration of the 25th anniversary of Austria in the European Union. We taught the students democracy and the European values. Sora uses claVo to research public opinion on different matters. The Ministry of Education recommended claVo to schools, and the Parliament of Austria is investigating how they can use claVo to improve the scenes. During the COVID, we received contacts of almost 1,800 schools from the Ministry of Education, 19 schools registered, 32 classes added, and 625 students were learning with claVo. Altogether, they passed more than 6,500 micro lessons and earned 160,000 learning points. Let's join claVo and make learning even more exciting.